Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Madam Zuina. We are from Group C. We'll discuss about ethical leadership. This is our group member, consists of 5 members, which are as the following.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aina Tasha and I will start the presentation with introduction. Ethical leadership is a form of leadership in which individuals demonstrate their behavior for the goods of organization and their life. This is reflect the morals and value of leadership in management position. This is because leaders are like backbones to the company, because if they show a tendency to be a person-oriented, they can guide the employees. According to Brown 2005, leaders need to have a characteristic as leadership that demonstrates and promotes normative ethical behavior through personal action and interpersonal relationship.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anissa Dura binti Muhammad Amrin and I will continue the presentation. The issue that occurred in ethical leadership is wrong leader will make staff not follow policies and procedures. Policies and procedures are the basic segment of the organization or association. A wrong leader will not be responsibility to their employees, such as the moment they are hired, employees need written copies of the above policies, and this also not be documented in the way that is easy to understand from the employee. This will make employees will do not care and ignore the policies and procedures that have been set by the organization. Actually, it takes a perfect measure to joint effort, the correct kind of the distributive mediums, and the correct techniques to measure the understanding. This thing makes the measure of energy and time. However, mechanizing them with a product arrangement can build proficiency and guarantee consistent with the policies and procedures. This implication if wrong leader will make staff not follow policies and procedures. Firstly, leader cannot fulfill the task to achieve the goal of the organization, and this happened because of the employees did not ensure to make sure they perform a task consistently and align the effort that company goals exceed their definition of success. The problem will come if the leader did not explain well to the employees about the policies and procedures of the organization and to understand the needs to be done to succeed, and it is much easier for them to contribute it. This will make the employees to have a loss of seriousness when it comes to try and achieve it. The leader must do something to achieve their organization goals to the extent that each employee does his or her part in completing the right job task in effective way. The second implication is wrong leader will make staff not follow procedures is it will drop the organization image. Basically, the employees must be responsible to take care of image because it is show an example to the society, growing expectation that they must follow the policies and procedures that set by the organization. If the leader did not guide the employees to follow the policies and procedures set by the organization, it will cause the public to complain, as the employees does not fully commit to the task or service to the public. Hence, there are several recommendations leaders to ensure staff to follow the policies and procedures. First recommendation is make policies and procedures effectively accepted by the employees. Leaders should spend time ensuring that the organization policies and procedures make a logical sense, and this will help to ensure that the employees do not frustrated and abandon their attempt at being complained. The leader also must to make sure that he delivers the information to the employees through the platform that they are comfortable with it. This will allow the employees to clearly understand their roles and responsibilities within the specific defined limits. Next, the second recommendation that can be used to the leader to ensure staff to follow the policies and procedures. Its leader should decide the most ideal approach to measure the understanding from employees. The leader should, ensuring compliance with the procedure, go to a step further to guarantee the understanding the policies and procedures. For example, leader can set schedule email reminders for the employees to guarantee that they have received the policies and procedures as and know it is as the rules. This thing can increase the efficiency of the employees and ensure the compliance with the policies and procedures which is set by the organization. That's all from me, and I will.
Then another issues that I will present is about workplace cultures and environments can also be a challenge to the ethical leadership, which we can see that leader was known as the heads of the organizations. So if the cultures and environments in the organizations were not in a happy environment, it will cause the workplace environments become dull and will lead to the unhappy environments, and with this it will lead to the unhappy employees as they think that their leader was always serious and cannot be closer with them. Moreover, we can see that the employees will see the serious ethical problems of their leader, are afraid to voice out their opinions or to talk about those leader problems, as they worry that if they do so, it will cause them to be fired as being rude. Furthermore, the manager who are good in what they do and have a good skill, but if they are introverts or antisocial, which will lead them to be not effective ethical leadership, because they are not good with the communications with their employees, which we can see that the communications between leaders and employees are plays important roles in the organizations. Another implications that related with the issues at the workplace cultures and environments, which can be a challenge to the ethical leadership, is the organizations has to organize their family day or when they treat with all the employees and a leader in order to ensure there are bonding relationships between them, and also to ensure that the relationships between the leader and their employees are not awkward, as there will be works in the organizations for the long times. Therefore, the organizations need to ensure that the leader that been accepted in the organizations have a specific characteristic like communications and people skill, with the organizations need to do the screen resumes and check a reference truly during want to recruit a leader. This is because with the recruitment process were being taken truly, it will lead to the ethical leaderships. Moreover, the leader needs to go to the trainings to ensure that their introverts and antisocial attitudes can be removed from them, because leader because they are leader and they need to ensure that all those feelings or attitude need to be removed from them. When their introverts feeling or antisocial attitudes will be removed in the leader, it will lead to their ethical leaderships. Next, communications for the issues of workplace cultures and environments that can be a challenge to the ethical leadership is leader in the organizations must ensure that the cultures and environments in the organizations was not too serious, as it will make their employees lose their interest towards their job, as they are afraid or not comfortable with the serious environments, to make sure that to make sure that their employees are keep working with them and not leave their organizations. Then, for the employees that notice the serious ethical problems of their leader, need to be brave and need to speak out their voice and not being afraid. And we can see that with those brave employees, it will lead to the leader to know or aware with the mistake that done by them. Furthermore, the leader need to be a socialist and extroverts. Extroverts with their employees, as the leader must emphasize an open door policy, with the employees can approach their leaders openly about any issues that they notice with their leader.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aimi Atira binti Yansari, and I will explain about the issues which is thus ethical leadership bound to trustworthiness for their teams. Nowadays, it seems that more people or employees are finding it difficult to trust their leader. It may be because of the news that is exposed about the high positions in our country that call leader in some department did not have trustworthiness. For example, like they involved in corruption, and they no accountability. So organizations itself cannot success if the leader attempt to go alone. They must bring along their team or lead their team or employees in making any decisions. So that is why leader must work to earn their trust of their employees just as much as employees work to earn the trust of their leader. So this issue was become one of the main issues that most organizations struggle with. There is implication of trustworthiness in ethical leadership. A non-trusted leader will make the team or employees leave the organization, and this will lead to did not have enough workers and cannot perform well on the task given. So when a leader put too much time or put too much pressure to their team, the team will make non-rational decisions. So some leaders take advantage with their positions by using their team to get benefits and profit for their own good, and for example, do corruptions. And from this all, the members lost their trust in their leaders and make decisions to leave the organizations. So this is why team is very important for the leaders, and the same goes to the team. So that is why trustworthiness play a big role to lead their team to produce a creative idea. Second implications of trustworthiness in ethical leadership is the organizations or department will get bad reputations. The organization will be affected if they choose the wrong leader that cannot do their job properly. No trusted leader will take the entire task given easily and not take it seriously. So that is why leader needs to join the team process so they know what to do, and they know they also know what will happen and solve the problems together when the problems arise. So when leaders involved in team process, leaders also can make wise decisions. Non-trusted leader will make bad decisions and give organization bad reputations. So this can be seen that this clearly will be affect the whole organizations. First recommendations about a trustworthiness leader is leadership must be trained. Some of the problematic leader occurs when they did not have knowledge about leadership. So from training, leader will be trained from basic things such as personal feeling, teamwork, making decisions, and other as. So leader should know. So from there, leader know what their scope of work, as the leader is just not give instruction to other, but also the one who help them when they need help. So leader also must know how to make a good decision. So from training, they know that leaders should involve all their team members to make decision, because from there they can choose or they can pick the best solution to their problems. So training also will teach them how to be responsible, incredible, honestly, and dependable to others to others team or to others member, so that the team members will be feel comfortable and can have a strong relationship. So we can see that a good relationship with the team members will lead to a good result and become more creative. Okay, another recommendations about leadership is organization must give a task so all the leaders candidate before make a final choice of leader. So most of company use this way to choose their leader. So the task given included personal solving, like how to control their emotions and conflict, teamwork tasks, to test a leader how to conduct a team, either in making decisions or in discussions. So through this, we can identify which one can complete all the criteria given. Leader also should know how to face the problems and how to treat their team members to make sure that all their team members listen to him or listen to leader. So this task also to know more about their personality, either they have bad intentions or egoistic feeling towards other workers. This task prefer to do without candidates know that they have been looked or they have been observed, so that they will show their true personality. Some leader have some organization is choose their leader based on their positions or bias, and this in the end non-quality leader was born and fully conduct the team. This is why important to choose a right leader so that they will lead the company and team become more successful.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Haja binti Abdul Razak. I will explain the last issue. The last issue happens when the organization itself set up the unrealistic goals and targets. Unrealistic goals and targets is something that does not make sense and beyond of their power. The leader will have a hard time to guide her or his employees because the leader need their employees to cooperate. The leader also have a difficult to explain what to do and what need to do to achieve the unrealistic goals and target. This is make the leader discouraged to continue the goals and the target. There are two implications on this issue. The first one is it can spur the leader to under pressure on the subordinate level, which is his or her employees, in order to achieve the goals and target. The leader attitude and behavior will immediately change because the high stress on her or his shoulder to achieve the goals and target. The leader's leadership also will become weak because the leader miscommunication with his or her employees about the goals and target. This will make the leader inability to control the work situation and cannot raise up the voice to make the goals and target in a right direction. The second implication is when the employee breach the ethical guidelines. How the employees breach the ethical guideline. Employees will breach the ethical guideline with make the cutting corner. What is cutting corner? Cutting corner is when the employees avoid or jump into another step and make the shortcut to make sure the task or the job can be achieved. the cutting corner is a rarely pay off, but if it fails, it will be a responsibility to the leader. The leader maybe will get a salary deduction. Recommendation for this issue is that the leader needs to be a moral person and a moral manager. What is a moral person and a moral manager? Moral person is represent the leader personal trait, character, and attitude. And the moral manager is represent the proactive effort by the leader to influence his or her employees ethically or unethically. This will make the leader become a moral value for his or her employee in the organization. Another recommendation for the issue is that the organization needs to make a check to make sure the goals and targets are realistic. In this case, the leader must give a feedback to the organization. When the organization get the feedback by the leader, the organization can see what the problem with the goals and target. Then they will make the goals and target become realistic, and the leader and the employee can achieve the goals and the targets.
This is the last slide. In conclusion, the effectiveness of ethical leadership need to be growing in order to ensure that ethical practice are carried out throughout the organization. Thus, ethical leadership should have high self-esteem because the positive impact of ethical leadership can influence on followers' emotion and moral action, and also be strengthened the organization image. Thank you. That's all from us.